This video is going to be about something called the naming explosion or the vocabulary spurt. This is something that happens in the second year of life. Between 18 and 24 months is where you really see this action happening. And this has to do with learning words, building vocabulary. Once you have first words, around 12 months or so, give or take a little, you start to learn some words, and you build your vocabulary gradually, slowly at first. And then once you know about 50 expressed words. Now, what is an expressed word? With vocabulary, we have expressive vocabulary and receptive vocabulary. Receptive vocabulary are the words we understand, we comprehend, we know what they mean, we understand them when we hear them. Like if you say stop and someone stops, they understood stop, even if they can't pronounce stop for various reasons. Expressive vocabulary, that includes the words you can actually say. And so once the child can actually say about 50 words, this thing happens and boom, explosion. All of a sudden, they start learning words very rapidly. We often say they become a sponge for learning words. Parents can be amazed at how quickly their children can pick up words with just a single exposure. I will always remember that when I was younger and I had a younger cousin and he was kind of toddling around in a room and a battery fell off a desk and he picked it up and he said, "Battery?" His mom was like, "How did you learn that word?" And he was in the zone. He was at that right age where he was just picking up words all over the place. He might have only heard that word spoken once and he absorbed it like a sponge. And so what we see is that a 21-month-old, they say twice as many words on average as an 18-month-old. So it goes from slow to fast, rapid word learning, language growth, expressive language growth. And in general, children have a larger receptive vocabulary than expressive vocabulary. They understand more words than they can actually say, even if they don't have a language disorder or anything like that. Now, I mentioned previously in a previous video that in the English language, we tend to learn nouns first. We actually do see some differences. There are some languages where you don't necessarily see that same pattern where the rate of nouns to verbs can vary. But in the English language, we tend to build a lot of nouns first and then start to learn the verbs. All right, so that's what I want you to know about the naming explosion or the vocabulary spurt.